Well struck. That's Trescothick at his best. Quick onto anything short. He's used to playing on fast, bouncy pitches down in Taunton. And this slow pitch in Pakistan, well, it won't test them if they bowl short.
You're right there. I mean, you just don't want to bowl too short at all. That was a successive boundaries to Trescothick. And really banged in far too short by Razzaq.
Mushtaq Ahmed into the attack. Big sweep from Trescothick, and he's found the gap. He does favour the sweep shot against spinners. It's his positive option that he takes, and it's worked well, and it's brought up the England 50.
Oh, another full toss from Saqlain. Just trying to bowl a little bit slower and put away beautifully by Atherton. A rare boundary for him. It's a very slow outfield, but that really did ask to be hit. And Mike Atherton now has sneaked up into 6th place in the all-time run-scoring list for England, nudging ahead of Len Hutton. 99 for no wicket after 35. And that brings up the England 100. Neatly chopped away by Michael Atherton. What a fine opening partnership that is, 101. And that really is what the doctor and Nasser Hussain ordered.
Once again the sweep, and once again falling safely. Picking his spot at the moment, Marcus Trescothick.
And he's obviously decided that this is going to be the way he's going to play the leg spin of Mushtaq. And so far, he's done it very effectively. Well, this is potentially the danger period for England. Covering the ball in his hands as he approaches the batsman. And it did swing quite a bit, that one. So I think your suspicions are correct, Dermot.
Yeah, this delivery is definitely ducked in late at Marcus Trescothick. It starts outside off, and there, hoops back in. It's well played. You've got to make sure, as a batsman, you keep your toes out of the way.
That's nicely played by Atherton. That's a rare half volley outside the off stump from Saqlain, and he's dispatched it very well. It's such a slow outfield, though, or maybe he's using not a very good bat, but it's 3 to his name anyway.
Getting right on top of the cover drive. Not too much to shout about at the moment, Pakistan. Just the single. All the running between the wickets, all the 2s and 3s taking their toll on the batsman, but it's enough for Mike Atherton to register a very effective 50. He's taken 121 balls, just the one boundary.
Now he's got underneath this one, and it looks like it could be a catch. It is. So Trescothick has perished to the shot that has also brought him a number of runs. It's a fine innings by him, but it's a rather ignominious end.
Well, it's just what we were talking about, hitting against the spin, the top edge. It was comfortably pouched in the end. Trescothick's got to go. He'll be bitterly disappointed. He was playing well, looking in control.
And in comes Graham Thorpe at number 3 instead of Nasser Hussain. Maybe Hussein's having a break from having the pads on, but it also keeps the left-hand, right-hand combination going for England. And that's a good shot from Michael Atherton. Typical Atherton shot, square drive, a little bit too wide from Afridi and full. And that's well played. 4 runs. Not very often you see that today.
No, it's only just got there. But it has brought up Michael Atherton's 7,000th run in Test cricket. Some achievement. Oh, big spin. Big spin from Saqlain. Not easy to play deliveries like this.
A lot of revolution on the ball he's getting now. Pitched round about just outside leg, so Thorpe had to play it, and he was lucky he didn't nick it.
It was a bit good for the keeper in the end. Short and wide. Oh, misfield. Well, it's definitely not their strength Pakistan. They're poor in the field, they have been for years. Big appeal. Mushtaq Ahmed doing his victory dance. He can't believe it. He actually followed through towards the wicketkeeper, didn't even look behind at the umpire.
Let's see if Atherton looks behind at the wicketkeeper as he possibly nicks that one. Well, he does. He has a little look behind. That's sometimes a telltale sign, but no obvious deviation there, so got to give the batsman the benefit of the doubt.
It's a chance. Just when we were talking about the Pakistani fielding not being their strongest suit, they put down a chance at slip.
And it's Qaiser Abbas, the 18-year-old at first slip, who puts it down. That's quite unusual to see a teenager there in his first test, and Saqlain Mushtaq probably wishes it was someone a bit more experienced.
Short and wide, and another misfield. Well, Moin Khan, the captain, must be pulling his hair out, as must be the bowlers. Well, he's having a scratch of his head, Mushtaq. It's out. He's gone. Another sweep shot. Celebrations from the Pakistani contingent. Atherton's got to go. That's 2 England batsmen falling in the 70s and 2 to the sweep shot. He's got him. Yes, up goes the finger. Darrell Hare has no hesitation. It was the quicker ball from Saqlain, and it caught Alex Stewart on the crease. He should have been forward. It was a full length. He's got to go. A shake of the head.
Very well bowled by Saqlain. He does vary his pace so cleverly and so deceptively. It deceives Stewart. He's gone back. He's trapped on the crease, really hardly out of the popping crease there. That's an easy decision for Darrell Hare. Stewart goes for 3. In comes Nasser Hussain now, number 5. A little bit lower in the order than he would have expected. 177 for 3. Quite a good position to be in at.
Top shot. Very good footwork from Nasser Hussain, just short of the boundary rope. He's very quick on his feet. Well, he's perished. He's chipped it to cover. Wasim Akram takes the catch. The England captain trying it once too often. He had success against Saqlain, hitting him over the top. He tried it again. He's lobbed it to cover.
That's a rather ugly end for the England captain. I could see what he was trying to do, trying to push him down the ground again, but that was the top spinner, deceived by Saqlain, and Nasser won't want to look at that dismissal again.
And welcome to our look at the second day's play of the first test match here at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. It's another ripper of a day. Don't expect too many weather interruptions. Remind ourselves of the scorecard first. England 195 for 4. Superb opening partnership from Michael Atherton, and particularly Marcus Trescothick, whose stroke play was a joy to watch on a slow pitch here. Then Pakistan fought back late in the piece. 4 wickets for the excellent Saqlain Mushtaq. His off-spin is an equal joy to watch. Now, I'm joined by the coach of the Pakistan side, well known to Glamorgan.
Delicate. That's smart batting from Graham Thorpe. There's no fielder at 45 degrees on the leg side. Graham Thorpe actually manages to get back for 2. He plays that shot well. He gets right on top of it and controls it nicely. Yep. And that delicate little late cut from Graham Hick brings up the England 200 for the loss of only 4 wickets. Well, I don't think there was any contact with the bat. Moin Khan's asked the question. He's given the umpire a long, hard look.
I don't actually think Hick was playing a shot at that in the end. He got in a bit of a tangle. It was the straight-on delivery, and he almost tried to leave it, I think, Hick. Now, the question is, would that have gone on to hit the stumps?
Well, it actually might have clipped his glove. Let's have a look. There, it just clipped his right glove, not his pad. Very unorthodox. He's got that through. Plenty of fielders round the bat for Saqlain Mushtaq, so there's lots of vacant real estate out on the boundary.
That's a rare gift from Saqlain. Full toss.
Finding quite a bit of spin now. Saqlain Mushtaq, his orthodox off break. That's the one on the left of your screen. The one on the right is the wrong, and that's the one that goes straight on.
There's very little difference, isn't there, in the delivery? The one on the right, the straight on, are just coming out of the top of the hand, perhaps almost with the wrist facing towards the batsman, but hardly any difference for the batsman to detect. And there's the difference in the speeds of the spinners. If you look down the list at the bottom there, on the bottom right, Mushtaq 49, average speed, Shahid Afridi 56, much quicker, and Saqlain around about the mid-50s.
That won't go all the way. This outfield still on the slow side. And another 3. We've seen a lot of those in this England innings, and that 221 for 4 is probably worth a few more. That's got to be close. It's out. Darrell Hare raises the finger. Saqlain Mushtaq has his 5th wicket. He's taken all 5, and Graham Hick is on his way back to the pavilion. This one turned back sharply.
And he's had a lot of trouble, really, throughout his little innings, Graham Hick, in reading the spin of Saqlain. I think he thought this was the straight-on delivery. It wasn't. It was the sharp off-break. He was trapped on the back foot, and really, that was fairly plumb.
If you actually look at his footwork, he looks like he wants to get forward just there, and then he doesn't. Had he pushed out, he might have coped with the delivery, but he's on his way back for 16 off 75 balls. England 225 for 5.
Now, Craig White, averaging only 13 in his career with the bat. He'll want to improve on that some stage during this tour. Well, he didn't seem to read that one very well, but he's got away with it, so he's off the mark. Slightly streakily between the 2 slips there. Unusual having 2 slips to an off-spinner, but luckily that fell safe for White.
Well, the thing about this pitch, Simon, is it's on the slow side, and quite often little edges are going to ground. They're not carrying. You've got to get very close at slip.
That's a good sweep from White. Not afraid to play the cross-patch shot. He's timed it extremely well. That's a fine shot. Well, that'll give him lots of confidence. That's certainly a perfect example of how to play the sweep.
He's hitting against the spin, but he's got right on top of the ball, and he's actually swept it square. Good technique.
Down the pitch. Don't think he quite timed it, but he's got away with it. Certainly Mushtaq thought at one point there that was going to hand, but White managed to get a bit of strong bat on it, and he's got 3.
Didn't quite get hold of it, but he's shown his intentions early on in his innings. He's going to be positive, Craig White.
I think that's good to see as well. Well, that's a fine shot. First, I thought perhaps that was going to hand as well, but clearly White has declared his intentions. He's decided he's going to play a very strong, positive approach. I think that's exactly what England need in this position.
Off the back foot, too short from Saqlain. Very quick on his feet today, Craig White. Quick to get down the pitch, and if it's short, he rocks back.
Catch it!
Another sweep. Shouts of catch it from Moeen Khan, but it's gone nowhere near any fielders. Another 4. He's really finding the middle of his bat, Craig White.
He's really getting his leg right down the pitch and watching the ball right onto the bat. That's brought up the England 250. 5 wickets left. That target of 300 looking a little closer. Well, that's a chance. Saqlain making a valiant attempt there. It's not well known for his brilliant fielding of his own bowling. Might rue that later.
It was a great effort. It was hit very hard from Craig White. Looking to be positive, hit down the ground. And Saqlain didn't have much time there and didn't stick. Very well timed. We've seen a lot of that from Graham Thorpe in this innings, just knocking the ball square into the gaps. Plays very well on both sides of the pitch, and it's brought up a very well-deserved, very hard-working, it has to be said, 50. Full of concentration, lots of little nudges. He's taken 149 balls.
And only one boundary, which is a measure of how well the Pakistanis have bowled, and the slow outfield.
That's huge. Great footwork again from Craig White. That's gone miles, way over long off. Well, he's got a good bat in his hands, that's for sure. He's got some talent.
This is developing into a really good assault from Craig White. Calculated assault rather than reckless. And that really was a handsome stroke. It's given the bowlers plenty to think about.
Bowling, come on.
Plenty to think about and plenty to talk about too. Craig White there just prodding away after the 6. A little single on the offside, and don't think Shahid Afridi likes it very much.
Yeah, a few words, I think, being exchanged between the two. Could have been Afridi was just standing in Craig White's way as he was running. There's a mix-up. Oh. In the end, Graham Thorpe's got back. He wanted the single to start with. This will be an interesting replay.
Yes, it certainly will. Thorpe certainly pushes it into the gap and starts off for a run. Then he decides no. White, meanwhile, was keen to go, but then has to rush back. I wonder if maybe Craig White was a bit slow off the mark there, and Thorpe realised and sent him back.
Qaiser Abbas, the 4th spinner used by Moeen Khan this morning. Bowls left arm orthodox. And that single brings up the 50 partnership between these two. It's been an excellent effort this morning. Just what the supporters and the rest of the team were hoping for. It's only taken 79 balls. That's quick going. Thanks mainly to Craig White's dashing 33.
33 off only 40 balls, so lunch will taste better for him, and that's exactly what England have required. Only 1 wicket down in this session so far. Well, that completely beat Thorpe. I think it was the googly or top spinner. He's a much quicker spinner, Shahid Afridi. And Thorpe, a rare play and miss.
He gets the ball occasionally to go across the left-handers. It doesn't spin back in. He's done Graham Thorpe a couple of times in his innings like that. Just a couple of minutes now till the lunch break. And that's a good one to finish on. Spin there for the young man, making his debut. He's more renowned for his batting, but showing that he can also bowl a bit.
I think that might give Ashley Giles a bit of encouragement, especially the disturbance of the pitch there.
At lunch then, England 277 for 5. They added 82 runs for the loss of just 1 wicket, that of Graham Hick. A splendid effort. Graham Thorpe unbeaten with 58 and Craig White unbeaten with 34.
The new ball being taken. Wasim Akram has the new cherry in his hand. Oh, that's quick. That's bounced. That'll give Andy Caddick and Darren Goff a little bit of hope in the dressing room. I think it's gone for 4 off the glove. Umpire Riaz-Uddin signalling 4.
I don't think Craig White knew all that much about this, actually. It's certainly a very well-directed bouncer. Surprised him so early on after lunch, and really it's hard to tell what that hit. Well, that's a better shot, though. That's a fine shot from Craig White. Akram obviously intent on banging the ball into the pitch to test out its response, and that's Craig White's response.
This new ball's coming onto the bat nicely now. We just had that one quick bouncer from Akram that troubled Craig White, but the batsman quite at home. Duncan Fletcher will be quite happy with things at the minute. 294 for 5, an excellent position for England. Well, he was a bit quick on that, Craig White, a bit early. went for the pull shot and struck him on the arm, struck him on his right arm because he had actually got through the shot.
That's the problem when you try and play the hook shot on a slowish pitch. At times you can just be too early on the shot and get a little bit of a bruise as a result.
Nice timing. Not much of a follow-through from Graham Thorpe, just to punch down the ground. And just short of the boundary. Yet to hit a boundary today, Graham Thorpe. He's scoring plenty of threes and getting plenty of fitness work.
It's a nice, efficient shot, that from Thorpe, a typical punch. Not much follow-through. Just a nice, easy shot, controlled. Not enough power, though, to get to the boundary, which means a bit of extra leg work.
Good shot. Got right on top of it, kept it down. The man is set out there for a top-edge hook. Craig White getting on top of that, and it brings up the England 300. They've lost only 5 wickets, and they were talking at the start of play as 300 being a target, perhaps for the whole team to get, but they've got 5 wickets in hand. A wonderful position.
Well, they've gone up for that. I think it's a little bit half-hearted. I don't think Darrell Hare's all that interested. Whether Thorpe played a shot there is one for the umpire to consider.
Well, the first thought for the umpire is the ball actually going to go on and hit the stumps, whether Graham Thorpe played a shot or not. He's got a long way forward. His bat is well tucked behind the pad, but it's the stride into the ball that's given the umpire the doubt.
Well, that's turned a mile. In fact, White's done very well to reach that. It's come off almost the end of the bat, but they all count. Certainly starting to turn this ball a lot more now, Mushtaq.
Well, the thing about Mushtaq is he actually bowls the ball slower, so it actually gives the batsman a bit more time if he's a bit shorter to get back. And Craig White's had plenty of time there to play a late cut. Got it right on the end. Well played. That's his 50. Gee, it's been a good knock. He's come in, he's decided to be very positive. He hasn't got a great test average with the bat. And this has been his, well, I'd imagine his best innings to date. 90 balls, 5 fours, and that big 6 over long off.
Sport.
Down the wicket from Thorpe. We haven't seen all that much of that in this innings, and neatly placed. Mushtaq does give him the time to get down the wicket, and they come through for 3. It's good placement and good effective use of his feet there from Graham Thorpe. Too short. Just shows the slowness of the wicket that Thorpe can get back and almost place it where he wants in the outfield. But again, just can't quite find the rope. There are big boundaries here in Lahore.
Craig White batting at number 7's 51. The batting to come, Ashley Giles, Ian Salisbury, Andy Caddick and Darren Goff, all bowlers. Craig White doing a useful job in the all-rounder spot. Little inside edge. It's beaten the man at 45 degrees. And he'll get back for at least a couple. Craig White turning down the chance of getting back for 3.
I think Thorpe has really benefited from seeing a lot of Saqlain as a Surrey colleague. You can see he just has the measure of him a little bit. I think he knew roughly what Saqlain was trying to do there, and he played back and covered his stumps.
It's well timed and found the gap at extra cover. A chase for mid-off. It's not going to reach the boundary. Graham Thorpe this time coming back for a 3. He's had a stack of them in this innings. Still hasn't hit a boundary today.
And there are his scoring avenues, quite a lot behind the wicket on the leg side, 49 in fact, and not so many straight at the stumps.
That's big. It's down the ground. One bounce four. He's looking so composed, Craig White. This is the best I've seen him play. Another little delicate sweep, and that's brought up the 100 partnership between Thorpe and White. It's put England into an enormously strong position. Still 5 wickets in hand. Partnership's come off 203 deliveries. Applause all round the ground, and well deserved too.
And it's a debilitating sight for the bowling attack to see a 6-wicket partnership of 100. Really showing a little bit of tiredness in the fingers now, the Pakistani attack, as well as probably the limbs. But he looks pretty strong.
Down the wicket again. Shouts of catch it. Well, you're not going to catch that unless you're, well, 30 yards further back. Mushtaq looking at his captain, trying to get some help. Shall we put the long off back? He's gone for the sweep. There's shouts, not for the LBW, I don't think, but for the catch at Silly Point. Moin Khan, the captain, is livid. And did Craig White get a touch on this?
Oh, I think he did. Just a tiny one.
341 for 5 at tea, a staggering performance given the press before the game that suggested England would be inept against the Pakistan spinners. They added 64 runs in that session, and remember 82 runs in the first session of the day, so they've gone really well. Thorpe unbeaten with 90 and Craig White unbeaten with 66.
Well, that's tight. Mushtaq, well, a little bit slow at wide mid-on there.
Well, he's done that a couple of times, Graham Thorpe. He's picking his fielder. Mushtaq's not the quickest these days. I think he would have, well, been in by about a foot. Not looking at his quickest, though, this stage in his innings, Graham Thorpe.
They have run a lot of very good quick singles, though, these two. And that's very much the way to play the Pakistani spinners.
Yourself.
Solid shot. Well, too solid, certainly for the bowler. He should have stopped that, really, Qaiser Abbas. Now, will it make the boundary? No. Again, more running for England and a bit more running for the Pakistani fielders as well. They really haven't fielded very well in the last few minutes.
And that partnership now, 125, is the record 6-wicket stand for England in Pakistan, beating the previous in Lahore.
Only 1-4 still by Graham Thorpe in that 97.
Come on.
And that could be the 100. Now, are they going to be able to get back for 3? I think they are. That's going to bring up Graham Thorpe's 100. Delight, elation all round from Graham Thorpe, pointing to the dressing room. That really is a fantastic innings by Graham Thorpe, coming in at number 3, and he's really anchored England's first innings score here. That's a terrific knock.
It's a great achievement, one of concentration. He's been there for 255 balls. That boundary he hit was actually yesterday, so he hasn't hit a boundary today. Through the covers, looking so confident now, Graham Thorpe, picking his spot, and once again, short of the rope, another 3. Plenty of advice now coming in to Moin Khan from all sorts.
Well, that's a chance, and it hasn't been accepted. Another one goes down for Pakistan, and Saqlain feels his leg, I think, suffering from a bit of cramp and a lot of disillusionment.
Well, he's bowled a lot of overs, but it has to be said that Pakistani's out cricket, their fielding has been poor. Graham Thorpe was dropped yesterday on 2, and, well, that's not as hard as it looked. You'd hope to snaffle those up as a bowler. Saqlain knows it. Good sweep.
That ball is spun on pitching, and Mushtaq Ahmed is having a nightmare in the field today.
I think it's fair to say that Mushtaq can bowl spin, but he can't read it off the outfield. That really is embarrassing.
That's big. No one out at deep mid-wicket. And it wouldn't matter anyway. It's gone way over the rope. Darrell Hare raises the arms. Craig White is playing some innings here. And this is against Saqlain.
Really, Craig White's played out of his skin today. I don't know what he's been taking, but I wouldn't mind some of it. Saqlain might be asking for a few different fielders. I think he needs a few more.
Strong pull shot, no one out at deep square leg, 4 more, and that's not what you want as a captain. You bring back your seamer, your spinners have been keeping it tight or trying to, and you decide to bowl a bouncer.
That is the first boundary Thorpe's hit today. 152 partnership, and Craig White's made 80 of those. He's only been in just under 4 hours.
Then there was a bit of glove, no one at leg slip catching. A chase on for Wasim Akram. Surprise, surprise, it's going to be another 3. Well, they'll have earned a good hot bath tonight, these two. Lots of running, not many boundaries. Well, this should be caught, a top edge, and Saqlain has finally hung on to one. He's put down 2, one difficult one off Craig White, another easier one off Craig White. Finally, he's caught Graham Thorpe, and a tremendous innings comes to an end.
Perhaps a little bit of a tired stroke from Thorpe in the end. I think you can forgive him that. He's been out there an awful long time. He's really anchored England's innings. That's a model of concentration in his 118. And not surprisingly, England are very, very grateful for it.
That's quite a scorecard. 393 for 6.
That's a model of concentration in his 118.
It's the deck. Won't expect to get an awful lot of bounce. May get a little bit of swing away from the right-hander early on. That's why there's 3 slips there for Afridi. And a gully as well.
Interesting to see how Shahid Afridi would go. 9 matches, 33 average.
There's that, just that hint of a way swing. A good encouraging start for Andrew Caddick. Afridi feeling for that outside off stump.
There'll be some extra bounce for Andrew Caddick because of his height. The line will be just about there on that off stump. He'll be looking really to get that ball going away from the right-hander. 3 slips and a gully in place. Shahid Afridi has the tendency to play through the line. A good track can be wonderful, but on a deteriorating pitch, it'll be interesting how he goes about his batting. Graham Hick normally is there in that slip cordon, very safe. Graham Thorpe is wide 3rd slip, almost in that extra gully position along with Craig White.
Two slips, 2 gullies now, and a square point for Afridi. Pakistan away. Afridi's clipped that quite exquisitely off his legs for 4. Great way to get off the mark.
It was a beautiful timer of a cricket ball, Shahid Afridi, uninhibited, free-flowing striker of the ball on that leg stump, asking to be played in that area, and Shahid Afridi obliged quite early. Nice roll of the wrist. Nobody there in that area, so it was okay, even if it went in the air for a while.
Better line. That's the line he's got to bowl with. The field that he's got set. He got a freebie out in the last one-day international, caught at point, skewed it off the outside edge. It's a reinforced area of the field for Caddick with 2 gullies and that square point. There are the 2 gullies. Bowled.
Shahid Afridi doesn't get himself forward at times, or all the times. He's more keen on playing on the bounce, on the rise. Looks pretty attractive at times. On other occasions he can miscue that drive and easily can get out in that fashion.
Hussain at extra cover. 4 without loss, Pakistan. He's launched that back over Goff's head. It was a slower ball. It's gone for 4. Aggression again from Afridi. 11 without loss, Pakistan.
Shahid Afridi picking the slow delivery from Grant Goff quite early. Having a heave at that one. Didn't middle it entirely, but hit it straight. Balance transferred onto that back foot, trying to get the elevation to clear mid-off and mid-on, bringing a lot of joy to the Pakistani supporters here.
It's the last ball of Goff's over, heaved over the bowler's head for 4. Slower ball from Goff, picked by Afridi. Food for thought. Well bowled, Andrew Caddick. Pace in that delivery, up towards 85 miles an hour.
This first session with the new ball is going to be vital for Pakistan if they can manage to stay intact, get a good opening partnership going, keep England away. It'll help their cause. It's a kind of pitch where there's not a lot of encouragement for the bowlers, at least for the fast bowlers.
So many runs on the board for England. Nasser Hussain can afford to experiment in field placings, can afford to attack for quite some considerable time.
It's a beautiful drive, Saeed Anwar. Difficult to execute on a slow pitch. That went quite briskly to the point fielder, opening the face of the blade. Wristy stroke in that area is always good to look at. Utilizing the crease, going back so that he allows himself extra bit of time.
Here's Goff again with his 4th over. Andrew Flintoff is still on the field, even though Ashley Giles has come back on. Graham Thorpe has gone off now. Sporting a black eye. Andrew Flintoff was only in the country 12 hours before he top-edged a pull into his nose. No serious damage. Still in the 12 for the Test match. in the air but safe. 4 more.
Well, Shahid Afridi will keep on playing his shots. That is where he's so good. I saw a little bit of width there. It was pitched just a little short and wide outside the off stump, and intentionally playing it over gully area. No fielder in that position, so a safe shot in the end. It's been a pretty brisk reply from Shahid Afridi, 13 of 14 deliveries.
And again, a bit of width. It's an easy single.
It's over the top. Good footwork again from Anwar. There's a man out at long on. And he's picked his spot. Clever batting. He really is timing it well on this pitch. Graham Hick introduced into the attack. Last over before tea. They're asking the question, and the finger's gone up. Daryl Hare has given out Syed Anwar. Inspirational bowling change by Nasir Hussain, and Graham Hick's done the job.
It's a very interesting decision by Daryl Hare too, because a lot of umpires would have given this not out, saying the batsman was kind of playing a shot, but Hare does tend to give those out.
It's whipped away over the mid-wicket infield. The bounces. Clean striker of the ball.
A very clean striker of the ball, in the right spot for him to go through mid-on and mid-wicket. Just a flick of the wrist, and away it went quite briskly. Graham Hick failing to control that line, pitching the ball on that middle stump. Easy for the batsman to work it away through the onside in that area.
Prompted change in the field. A man dropped back in that mid-wicket area. Yeah, but quite safe. Some good boundaries.
He continues in the same fashion. He'll provide a lot of entertainment for the crowd who's come primarily to watch him display his talents there. Shahid Afridi. Beautiful neat hit once again, this time square, picking the ball up early. That is the reason why I hit it in front of square.
Nicely played. It's the single down to long on. Crowd cheering every run. Good line. Trying to get Shahid Afridi to try and work across the line of the ball. That's what he wants to do. In the advantage spot. Nicely played. It's hit well. Slow outfield, but it might just get there. It does. His 6th boundary.
Once again, the timing was there for Shahid Afridi. A difficult shot to execute. Ball not really coming on, making a little bit of room so that the bat could come down nicely on the ball. Beautiful timing, and in the gap.
He's gone after that. That's gone a long way. All the way over the ropes, maximum. .96 for 1. Oh, just when England seem to be having Pakistani batsmen under a bit of pressure, 28 runs have come from the last 3 overs. That was the last ball of Graham Hick's last over.
This is why Shahid Afridi is a favourite of the crowds here in Pakistan and in fact all over the world. Great striker of the ball, very exciting to watch. That ball was fair way away from his bat, still managed to pick up a 6.
It never looked like not going in the middle of the bat.
Beautiful extension of the arms. He's been Very aggressive innings, 48 of just 58 deliveries, 6 fours and a 6. 109 meaningful minutes for Shahid Afridi.
Just tucked away for a single.
Crowd anticipating Shahid Afridi's 50, just 1 run away. Very popular among the school children, Shahid Afridi. Most sought after cricketer here in this part of the world. Will Salisbury be able to create an impression on him? We'll just have to wait and see. Just 3 overs for 8 runs. Ideal conditions for spinners really to prosper.
This is 50. And a very well played 50, taking the game to the England bowlers. And I don't know about being popular with the school children. I enjoy watching him play as well.
Yes, he's very enjoyable to watch. A very good 50. It's the right kind of fillip that Pakistan innings needed at this point. Just 61 deliveries. Taking the attack to the England team. Pakistan under pressure here.
Single brings the 100 up. I have to say, Ram, I think I'd rather have the man saving 1 there and say, if you want to hit me against the spin, fine.
That's right. I think England have got plenty of runs to play with. They need to attack just a little. This is their first full session of bowling. 2 relatively newcomers at crease. Shahid Afridi hasn't played a lot of test match cricket, and Salim Alai he's a newcomer as well.
Played that well. Look at the soft hands.
That's gone high. It's gone very, very high. That's a good catch. Very fine catch from Darren Gough. Seemed to be up there for a long, long time. Gough kept his head, kept his hands high, and in the end, Shahid Afridi has to make his way off.
1 too many for Afridi. Giles over the wicket, first thought 6. Cracking shot. Darren Gough under it, safe as houses. Pedals back a couple of paces, but it's a long, long boundary down at long off. Afridi's played well for his 52, giving it away somewhat. Pakistan 101 for 2.
Beautifully played by Inzamam. Too much width from Salisbury. Just hasn't really found the right length this morning.
It's ball at the Pakistan 150 for the loss of 2 wickets. Hold him! Giles has struck a great delivery. Not sure if it didn't catch Inzamam on the pad. If it didn't, it's turned enormously from outside leg and come back and hit off.
It's a fine innings from Inzamam, 63, very fluent. Well, now, there's not a chance. No, it's wide of Gough. And maybe that's gone all... It has. It's gone all the way. That's a tremendous shot from Johanna, because it was a good bouncer from Craig White, and it's brought up the batsman's 50. That's a very good, obdurate innings from Johanna.
Oh, that's a beamer. It's gone all the way to the boundary. The signal is 4 byes from Darrell Hare. Lovely shot. Beautiful shot. It's taken him a while today to find his timing, Johanna. He just leant on that, stroked it through the covers. Good shot. Used the pace of Giles, the quicker one, up at 60 mph. Bit too much room, but a very wristy cut shot.
That's a fine shot from Johanna. Beautifully timed, place, using his feet cleverly. Good shot.
Beautiful shot. Wonderful time. He looked like he just toppled over a little bit at the crease. This partnership now worth 104.
They're asking, and I think they've got it. Last, Ashley Giles breaks this obdurate partnership for the 9th wicket. It's Johanna who's gone. Little outside edge. That was a fine delivery from Ashley Giles.
Johanna's gone. Tremendous innings. Match-saving innings, if you like, comes to an end. He's gone for 124.
Between them, Yusuf Johanna and Inzamam ul Haq scored almost half Pakistan's runs, and any hope of an England victory quickly fizzled out. England reached 77 for 4 by the close. There were some jitters against the spin, but all in all, the performance left skipper Nasser Hussain pretty pleased.
It's our first Test match for about 13 years, so in this part of the world, so everyone's eyes were on us to see how we'd play the spin and the reverse swing and things like that. And we're fully confident now. We've taken some huge strides in this Test match, but we've got to remember we won that first one-day international, and then the wheels came off after that. So we'll keep our feet on the ground and keep working.
Nasser Hussain then already very confident.